I had a really profound therapy session before I came to New York because I've had a rough year, and rough year for me means nothing. But I was, my therapist is privy to, the little labyrinthine thing I've been going through and all this stuff, and we really talked about it, and this all does relate because I kind of like. She's like, all right, so all this shit's over with, all this stuff that you were thinking. Now, like, all right, what are you doing this weekend? I'm like, I'm going to New York. I'm doing the show. And she's got all these questions. I was like, what you going to New York? Are you worried about going? When you do a show in New York, what are you worried about? The being in public or whatever? And I'm like, what are these questions? I don't even understand. Like, what is your perception of me? It goes to this guy. I go, look, here's how I feel about this stuff right now. I feel like for a year I have not been able to do what I've done all my life again, which I said on my last episode, which is just talk and stay feeling safe because of the venting of the shame and like letting people know where I'm at and all this stuff. And I started to get, I came through that session because she made me understand that she's like, so you've been selling for 44 years this product called I Don't Care. And that's been very comfortable for you. And what you're really upset about right now is that you care. And you resent people for making you feel that way. And you resent the ramifications of that and all that stuff. And like hearing her kind of like parse it in this way, what I came around to was, oh shit, so my job is not whether or not I should keep doing this or not doing it or whatever. It's like vulnerability is a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing that I've been allergic to. Like whenever I was on a playground and I would get beat up by the bully, sometimes I'd fight back. Sometimes I'd take the punches so hard that the bully would start to freak out. Sometimes I'd just cry and piss my pants. But like in any of those cases, the only thing that actually fucked me up was when the well-intended person would come up behind me and go, hey, what are you doing? Why are you doing that to this guy? And then the bully would go, 'cause he's dirty and his hair's nappy and he smells like a fish. And then that's not what would, I already knew that's why I was getting the beating. I was like, I co-signed on that. Yeah, I'm definitely not showering for this kind of person. So let the beatings begin. And woe be to he who says enough. I think that was some kind of from Macbeth. The thing that would make me cry is when that nice person would come up behind and then say to that bully, go, so what if he doesn't comb his hair? So what if he smells like a fish? That doesn't make him a bad person. You're a mean person. You're the one beating people up. You shouldn't beat people up just because they smell like fish. That would make me want to murder the guy sticking up for me. And it would make me, more importantly, like want to get out of there. It would make me really, really sad. It was the thing that hurt about getting beaten up. Not the beating. Like I fetishized getting beaten. I fetishized the numbness. I fetishized the abuse. I was like, don't ever fucking try to convince me that I'm vulnerable. And because vulnerability means destruction. But no, it doesn't. That's the thing that I recalibrated. And so I just like these relationships between shame, vulnerability, and existence, and what our job is, and what bravery is, and all this stuff. I finally came out of that going, okay, so vulnerability is good. It's actually good to tell people, here's what I'm embarrassed about. Here's what makes me feel bad. Here's how you can actually hurt me. Here's the amount of pain that I'm feeling. That's a good thing to share that stuff. It's a bad thing to let trauma push you back and cause you to start getting more and more practical. That's called PTSD. It's like you experience a random piece of chaos that makes you wonder what the fuck you've been your whole life, and then your solution is to limit your experience to a little straw so that the distance between the cup and your mouth doesn't have as much of an opportunity to be fucking violated again. That's That's chaos winning. That's cycle of abuse. That's the problem. And it's natural and it's good, but like I finally figured it out. Like for this last year, I've been like, what am I doing on this show? What am I supposed to be doing? If there's things that talking about them actually helps Nazis, then what? So then the way you fight Nazis is you pretend they're not Nazis, and all this shit, just like the spiral of thought and all this shit with this fucking like mentally ill people weaponized by 4chan trolls and people like doing their best to try to get me fired and all this shit. All of the experiences that I've gone through this last year, the common theme has been, well, I know one thing's for sure: the worst thing you could ever do is go out there and talk about it, because that it's been true. That's a true thing. And so it's completely fucked me up. But I got it. I think I got it. And I'm sharing this now because I'm pretty sure Jeff is probably pretty embarrassed that he's such a 70s Family Feud drunkard that he can fall asleep on his feet and end up in the clutches of the police outside LAX. But like I want you supported in that vulnerability. I don't want you punished for it. I think if I were to enter your head, I'd be like, well, don't talk too frankly about this stuff, because then when it comes down to whether or not you're this or that and whether you should quit doing this or quit doing that, then everyone else has all the power because they're all weighing in on your life and all that shit. But no, that's not true. We can continue to be pathologically unapologetic, self-exploratory, narcissistic, fucking sociopathic messes. We have to double down now more than ever about what we find in our navel every morning. If you're gay right now, can I ask a favor of you? Could you please be more gay? In everything that you say and everything that you do. If you're a person of color, can you and you happen to have a distaste for identity politics, could you find a little bit of a love for it, just to antagonize the kinds of people that want to, so that we can draw battle lines between those who want shame to grow on trees and those who want to overcome it, because that battle will be won by the people who oppose shame. But this battle that we're fighting right now, where it's like, who should be more ashamed? Well, guess who's going to win? Shame mongers, shame experts.
Yeah, but I'm right to feel ashamed about my behavior today or last night.
Jeff, how dare you imply that I read you wrong? Fuck you.
No, I mean, I wasn't sure if I wanted to discuss this tonight because it is embarrassing, but it happened, and talking about it out loud makes me want to improve myself and not do that again. That's really, really fucking bad. It's really shady.
So weird, because I honestly, hearing the story, I was standing back there hearing it about me, and I was like, fucking sounds so cool. I'm fucking a fan of I didn't even know I could say and do such cool shit. I was wearing this fucking jumpsuit that I remember peeing, and a sleeve might have brushed just the top of the water, because to the jumpsuit you have to take off the whole thing and sit down, and you're naked on top, when you pee. And I definitely remember being like, remember not to let the sleeve go in the water. And then I don't remember anything else after that. Anyway, but I honestly, I thought it was a win for most of us.
Oh yeah, no, we did it.
Steve Levy, I give you I love you, man. I don't remember anything, but I do remember.
Levy's the MVP all the way.
Schraub, you were a real piece of shit, though.
I didn't do anything. I just was like, oh God.
All right, let's see what else.
I guess I'm ashamed of that. I didn't help out.